We have all met that one person who seems completely immune to the chaos of life. While the rest of the room is panicking, shouting, or crumbling under pressure, they remain sitting there in a state of absolute, unshakable stillness. To the outside observer, this looks like a superpower. We assume they were born with a nervous system made of steel, or that they simply do not care as much as we do. We often mistake their silence for indifference or a lack of emotion. But psychology suggests that this enduring calm is actually a complex architecture. For some, it is a sign of high emotional intelligence and mastery. For others, it is a mask hiding a dangerous level of internal physiological stress. Understanding the difference is critical. It determines whether your calmness is saving your life or slowly destroying your health. Today, we are going to dissect the anatomy of composure to see exactly where you fall on this spectrum. Before we continue to explore the psychology behind this, please take a moment to subscribe. It helps us build this community and brings more insights directly to you. Number 1, we must define the healthy version of this trait. Psychologists use the term equanimity. This comes from the Latin equanimitas, meaning an evenness of mind. It is the gold standard of emotional stability. Equanimity is not the same as apathy. Apathy is a withdrawal of attention. You don't care. Equanimity is the opposite. You are fully engaged with the present moment, feeling every pleasant and unpleasant tone, but you don't react. Imagine you are standing in the ocean. The waves are the emotions. The apathetic person runs to the dry sand to avoid them. The equanimous person stands in the water, feels the wave hit, but keeps their footing without being swept away. This makes you incredibly adaptive. It is described as a mobility of the mind. Like a gyroscope that stabilizes itself through constant micro-adjustments, you are constantly shifting your perspective to maintain your balance. However, number 2 brings us to the dark side of calmness. This is known scientifically as repressive coping. On the surface, these individuals look identical to the equanimous ones. They speak slowly and claim they are fine. But this is a facade. Researchers call this the vigilance avoidance pattern. The brain detects a threat and instantly diverts attention away from it. You block the anxiety from your conscious mind, but your body still feels it. Imagine sitting in a meeting where you are being criticized. You are smiling and nodding, convinced you are calm. But under the table, your hands are cold, and your heart is hammering at 120 beats per minute. Your body is screaming. If this is you, it does not mean you are fake. It means you have learned to survive by disconnecting from your internal signals. While this protects you in the moment, the chronic physiological cost can lead to somatic health issues. Number 3, we need to look at the hardware. This involves top-down regulation. This is the neural conversation between your prefrontal cortex, the logic center, and your amygdala, the brain's ancient alarm system. When a threat appears, the amygdala wants to trigger a fight-or-flight response. In calm individuals, the prefrontal cortex is stronger. It sends inhibitory signals, effectively stepping on the brakes before the panic takes over. Picture a sudden loud crash in the other room. Your heart jumps for a split second. But immediately, a voice in your head says, "It was just the cat." That is your prefrontal cortex dampening the fear response instantly. This mechanism makes you a protector. By regulating your own fear so quickly, you signal safety to everyone around you. You become the designated driver of the emotional group, keeping the vehicle steady when the road gets rough. Number 4 moves us from the brain to the body, specifically the vagal brake. This concept comes from polyvagal theory. It refers to the vagus nerve, which acts as a physical brake pedal on your heart rate. People with high vagal tone have a highly efficient brake. They can release it to mobilize energy when stressed and then slam it back down the moment the threat passes, dropping their heart rate back to baseline instantly. Think of an athlete sprinting and then recovering their breath in seconds. A psychologically calm person does this emotionally. You might feel a flash of anger in traffic, but you let it go and return to peace before the light turns green. This validates that your calmness is biological, not just mental. It is a sign of a flexible, resilient nervous system. Your body is essentially a high-performance machine that knows exactly how to conserve its energy. Number 5 explores a more difficult concept called Alexithymia. Derived from Greek, this means no words for emotions. This is a condition where the individual genuinely cannot identify or describe what they are feeling. The mechanism here is an emotional blindness. You might look like a stoic robot to your partner because you don't cry or shout. But inside, your brain is failing to translate physical sensations into emotional language. Imagine feeling a crushing weight on your chest. You might think you are having a heart attack or indigestion. You go to the doctor, but they find nothing. You are actually feeling profound grief, but your mind cannot label it. If you relate to this, you are not broken or unfeeling. You simply have a disconnect in processing. Your calmness is a byproduct of confusion, and reconnecting with your emotions often requires learning a new vocabulary. Number 6 shifts to the cognitive strategies you use. The most effective one is cognitive reappraisal. This is an antecedent-focused strategy, meaning you change the story before the emotion has a chance to fully ignite. Instead of trying to suppress anger after it appears, you reframe the trigger. You view the situation through a lens that makes it less threatening or personal. You catch the spark before it becomes a forest fire. Imagine you are stuck in a terrible traffic jam. Instead of seeing it as a personal insult or a waste of time, you immediately view it as a rare opportunity to listen to your favorite podcast without interruption. This ability makes you the master of your reality. You are not deluding yourself. You are choosing the narrative that serves you best. By controlling the interpretation, you control the biological reaction that follows. Number 7 is a technique called self-distancing. Research shows that the perspective you take on your own problems dictates your reactivity. Immersion fuels the fire. Distancing provides the water. The mechanism is shifting from a first-person view to a third-person view. When you ask, "Why is this happening to me?" you spiral. When you ask, "Why is he feeling this way?" about yourself, you activate logic. Picture yourself watching an argument you are having, but from the perspective of a fly on the wall. Suddenly, the insults don't sting as much. You can see the other person's insecurity. You can analyze the dynamic objectively. This makes you wise. By stepping out of your own ego, you gain the view from above. It allows you to navigate conflicts with a cool head because you are not defending your identity. You are solving a problem. Number 8 involves the physiological sigh. This is a specific breathing pattern that calm people often use instinctively. It is the fastest way to manually reset the autonomic nervous system without using the mind. The technique involves a double inhale through the nose to fully inflate the lungs, followed by a long, slow exhale through the mouth. This engages the parasympathetic nervous system and offloads carbon dioxide. You have probably done this without noticing. After a long period of crying or intense focus, your body naturally forces a shuddering breath. That is your biological system forcing a hard reset to calm you down. Knowing this makes you powerful. You don't have to wait for your mind to calm down to feel better. You can use your body to hack your brain, forcing a state of physiological peace even when your thoughts are racing. Finally, number 9 is the secure base. This comes from attachment theory. True, enduring calm is often rooted in the deep, internalized belief that you are safe and that you can handle whatever comes next. This is often developed in childhood through responsive caregiving, but it can be earned as an adult. It is the difference between being calm because you are hiding and being calm because you know you will survive. Imagine a ship in a storm. The secure individual is not calm because they ignore the waves. They are calm because they trust the integrity of the hull. They know the anchor will hold, so they do not need to panic. This is the ultimate goal of the always calm personality. It is not the absence of feeling, but the presence of trust. It is the deep knowledge that no matter what the external environment throws at you, you remain intact. If you feel this video helped you understand yourself better, please subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to keep exploring the depths of the human mind.